statement that was allegedly made by Mr. Steyn, wherein he said that in terms of his analysis of the cell phone record, he was able to come across some evidence that suggested that, or that indicated that there was a communication between accused number 3 and Ms. Kelly Khumalo. Subsequent to that testimony by Brigadier Gininda, the following day I then stood up and requested that that statement be made available because I've gone through the heap of documents that I have, I could not find it. And I then requested the state to refurnish me with that statement because then I needed to take instructions, proper instructions from Mr. Meyiwa before I could commence with my cross-examination. And there was a moment when Advocate BALOYI wanted to respond, and his response was actually to the effect that they would want to go and investigate if that statement is there and stuff like that. But as we were trying to explain, Brigadier Gininda then interjected and said emphatically that that statement is actually there and it was actually already disclosed to the defense. Then the court made an order that that statement should then be furnished to the defense. Fast forward today in the morning, I'm informed by Advocate BALOYI that despite their fervent efforts to look for that statement is actually not there. Actually, it is not there.
Yeah, okay.
Now, the problem that I'm seated with is Mr. Gininda said that there's a statement that was penned by Mr. Steyn that says that there was a communication between accused number 3 and Kelly, and all of a sudden that statement is there. What do we then do with the evidence, as it was suggested by Mr. Gininda, that there's a statement that he had which suggested there was a communication between Mr. accused number 3 and Kelly Khumalo?
Yes,
that is just by way of an introduction.
Yes, Mr. Brigadier Gininda.
Yes, my lord. So
maybe I can respond to that, my lord.
Mr. BALOYI? Yeah.
Yes. Indeed, I did inform Advocate Nisi this morning that we are not aware of any such statement, and that, you know, had such statement been in existence, obviously we'd have led evidence on that point, and we then surmise that in light of the fact that we cannot communicate with Brigadier Gininda as is under cross-examination, he can take that aspect up with him in cross-examination, and we then surmise further that possibly that could perhaps boil down to the interpretation of Steyn's statement, Exhibit 01, and that those are the issues that he can canvass with Brigadier Gininda during cross-examination.
Okay, thanks. Yes, Mr.
It was not a question of interpretation, my lord.
Yeah, fine.
There
but the witness is here.
Involved. Yes.
Put the question as you think you understood it and the way you think he expressed it.
I want a statement, my lord, because
Yeah,
before I commence with my cross-examination,
Cross-examine him.
I want to take instructions.
Cross-examine, Mr.
Yes.
Cross-examine the witness on the existence or not of the statement. Otherwise, we'll be here until Mandela is
No, my lord,
resurrected.
he never said that. He specifically said that it was there.
Yes, he's here. Cross-examine him and tell him, you said the statement is here. Let's hear what he says.
You have heard the court. May you please answer? Mr. Gininda.
my lord, so let me start here. I think the court will recall when we spoke about what is contained insofar as that statement is concerned, I've indicated explicitly that my understanding, or rather I do not want to venture into the expertise of Kenneth Steyn, and I was very specific that what I can confirm is that insofar as that statement is concerned, there is a link that is reported to me and I still go back to what I said before, that there was a statement. I said it, my lord. It is true that I said there was a statement, and then I said a statement. It's in the docket. That is also correct. But what I want to correct is that I said there was a link. And I remember when that question from Advocate Nisi was put as to what type of a link, I've explained it clearly that I'm not an expert. What I can confirm...
No, sorry, Mr. Brigadier Kininda.
Can I
You're
finish?
not been cross-examined by me. Don't say it came from me. Now, don't keep on misleading the court.
Can I finish?
No,
can I have a
don't keep
permission
on
to finish, my
misleading the
lord?
court. You are not being cross-examined by me. You said in the course of being cross-examined by Mr. Ramusipili that there's evidence, there's a statement that you have that suggests that there was a communication, a statement that was written by Mr. Stein that suggests that there was a communication between accused number 3 and Kelly Kumar. Then I stood up and said, may we kindly be finished with that statement? Then you said, you definitely will. May I kindly get that statement because I want to take instructions from accused number 3. I don't want you to explain for the background of what you have explained. Now it's about the existence of that statement. Is that statement there or not?
My lord, can I have a permission to speak?
Yeah, just respond.
Because I've heard what Advocate Minister, so I don't know how am I going to deal with this when I don't have a chance to respond. The first part, my lord, that I wanted to correct is that I said explicitly there was a link, and I stand by that. We can look at the record if this is in dispute. That's what I've said. That's number one. Secondly, my lord, I said there is a statement, and indeed there is a statement that I refer to where it says explicitly links between target, Ms. Kelly Kumalo appears there, accused number 3 appears there, as well as other accused, because I had to go and look after Mr. Mnisi said I must assist with that statement when he stood up. And that statement, my lord, I've given it to my colleague to say we must try and get it to the state or email it to the state because I'm under cross-examination. But the portion that says clearly, it's explicit. It says the heading, links between targets, Ms. Kelly Kumalo is on top, and the targets, inclusive of accused number 3, appears. And that's what I was referring to. And it's in line with what I said, my lord, where I said there is a link in terms of the report that Kenneth Stein told me. There is a statement to that effect. That statement, I gave it to Lieutenant Colonel Road, and I said she must email it to the state attorney.
Is it here? Was it emailed?
It was emailed, but the statement is here.
Wait,
I must just find the volume, my lord.
You gave it to Miss?
Lieutenant Colonel Road. But it's here, though.
No. Let's take the oath first.
Yes.